Hey, Richard Beach here from SonicState.com at the Gym Dunlop booth at Namm 2015 with Brian and Bob. Brian's playing us in beautifully, as always. So we're going to take a look at two new MXR pedals. First of all, we'll take a look at the Submachine, and let's just dive straight in. Bob, take us through it.
Wonderful. Well, the Submachine is really two pedals in one. It's the La Machine and the Sub-Octave. And the Sub-Octave can either be dialed out, so you just have the fuzz, or dialed in. And the cool thing about this pedal, you can have a big sub sound, big, warm, billowy low end by paralleling the fuzz and the sub. Or we can put a button in with this guy right here. We put it in, and then now the fuzz takes over the sub. So you have the sub going into the fuzz, so that it takes a lot of the boominess out. So you're playing loud volume or a 412 bottom, and the low end is just too much. It can really tailor off, especially if you're playing in a band. You still want that low octave going, but you want to compete with the bass guitar or such. So you have that option. The other thing cool about this is that, like the La Machine, you can also pop in on this switch. You can get the octave up, so you get that that really great B sort of singing on top of you. So you know, it's very straightforward. You got a volume for the fuzz, you got a fuzz gain, you got a fuzz tone, and then you can dial in the sub in and out. So well, let's just give it a listen, right?
That is pure evil. That's right.
So the Submachine, you know, this guy is going to find in the $129.99. So once again,
Bob wasn't looking at a cheat sheet there. He was just looking at the floor.
Looking at the ground, getting some grounding from this way early. I need grounding.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we going next?
So the El Torino. With this is a collaboration with Carlo from Italy. He's been designing pedals and amps. As a matter of fact, right back here, LLA Customs. That's his gem. This is an overdrive. Well, overdrives. Everyone has a flavor. I can't tell you vanilla is better than chocolate, but we try to put all flavors out. The other thing too about this is it's not just a classic overdrive. It's cascaded stages and MOSFETs, and the output, actually he's on the philosophy, which a lot of guys are, is a Class A output amplifier that's on all the time. So you're driving your line to your amplifier, so your cable is not going to be noisy. You know, it's nice stiff output. So that extra length of cable, 10, 20, 50 feet back to your rig, depending on the stage you're using. Straightforward, even though it's got 5 knobs, it's very straightforward. Bass, mid, treble, that's in a tone stack. So once again, the cascading amplifiers and the tone stack, very amp-like. It's got a tone control, gain control, so classic dial in the gain, and an output volume. One other button it has is LEDs or silicon diodes. Just like any other diode clipping system, an LED will give you a bigger dynamic range, a little more subtle, softer edges. The clipping diodes, the more harder line in the sand, gets more upper arc harmonics, and squishes things down, compression. So, once again, all these things are highly tweakable, but listening is the gem. Right now, very transparent. The tone all the way down. Yeah, it's like turning your gain up at your amplifier. Now if I turn the gain up. Nice. Now the dynamic range because the LEDs, now if I push the silicon diode, work no confusion there. Very straightforward. So the one the El Torino, you're going to see this.
We'll edit that pause out. That's fine.
The El Torino is going to be about 119 straight. So get two, one for each foot.
Get two, run one as the LED and one run as the silicon.
There you go.
Why don't we just get Brian to do a bit more playing for us?
Well, we got to talk about the ISO brick.
Ah, the ISO brick, okay.
That's right, the ISO brick. This whole pedal board is powered by the ISO brick. This is new for 2015. This is the M238 MXR ISO brick. ISO because all the outputs are isolated, which means that no grounds are shared.
Okay.
It has a power supply adapter that comes with it. It's 18 volt, 2 amp power supply. So you got 36 watts of power here. You have also 10 outputs, 2 of which are 9 volt high current, 450 amps, so you can power all of your digital effects. It also has 2 9 volt outputs that are sag. You can vary the voltage. This works great with distortions and fuzz faces and other fuzzes. You can get a totally different sounding fuzz by changing the voltage. If you lower the voltage, it gets very compressed and very distorted. Up higher voltages, it'll start to open up the sound, less distorted and more dynamic. The other thing about this is got 2 18 volt outs. And again, all these are isolated so you can stack. If you needed 36 volts for some reason, you can stack the 2 18 volts on top of each other. So anyway, runs cool, fits under the pedal train, which is great. This is a really good form factor. Also the fact that the production model has a right angle plug. This is recessed, so this you can also mount it on this edge, or the ends. So it's very versatile. So you'll see this for about $149.99, and it's a great powerhouse for that kind of price point. Really something.
So $149.99 US street.
$149.99 street.
All right, well, I think that wraps it up for MXR, right?
MXR, we're done for right now.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Other videos from Jim Dunlop at Namm 2015 at sonicstate.com/amp. The only thing left to do is just to get this man to play a bit of guitar.